Okay, so in today's video about internet computer, we are going to check out this part of the price action, and I'm going to tell you why my base case at least suggests that ICP might be gearing up for another move on the upside, and I'm going to tell you why I did actually open a very small long position right in here. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about the internet computer, we were right around, I believe, this area, and the idea was that this move down most likely is going to continue a bit more in order for us to reach to about this important area of demand. And I said I'm hoping that from here we get a decent bounce and continue our move on the upside, because on a higher degree there is a chance that in ICP we're gonna have like either a 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure up, something like this. Excuse me, this is 1 2 3 4 5 into a wave 1 correction for wave 2. And what's gonna happen if this scenario is in play? Well, we are going to get, after our wave 2 is over, a decent move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and that's why I considered this area as a likely target for our wave 2, because under it we don't really have a whole lot of strong supports. So for me, made perfect sense back then to say we're gonna reach to about here, and from these areas I'm hoping that we get a decent bounce. Now in another scenario, we can consider the possibility of having, instead of an impulse, just a simple ABC zigzag, suggesting sure we are going to get a move up, but overall we are dealing with a correction structure, and after it's over we can have another move on the downside in internet computer in order to take the lowest low down here about, let's say, like $4.2. Can we consider another possibility? The answer is yes, and I guess you can argue maybe starting from here to about this point we are having already a complete correction structure, and from the current point, before we even take the highest side in here about $5.2, we can get our move down in order to take the lowest low. This is also possible, but for now it's not really my base case. Now at the beginning of the video I told you I opened a very small long position right in here in ICP about $4.7. Why is that? Number one, we did get a decent bounce starting from here, and when you go on some lower time frames, for example, let's actually go on 5-minute chart. Okay, you see, the idea for me was that maybe starting from this point we are having an impulsive structure up, correction down, and right in here I said, well, okay, it can be a decent long opportunity in hope that we get a continuation of the move up. Now I want to be very clear right now, this move on the upside in internet computer does look quite weak, so I'm hoping that in this phase we are having a series of 1-2s. For example, this can be from, I guess, this point, a wave 1 correction for wave 2. Excuse me, let's just take this one again, my mouse is a bit glitchy. Okay, 1 2 and then 3 4 5, and on a higher degree maybe this is going to be into a wave 3, excuse me, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, and even this one on a higher degree it's gonna be into a wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. This scenario does actually justify this move on the upside, at least so far, being a slow and choppy. However, if this is the case, soon we need to see some strong price action in ICP showing up, because again, if this is happening, it suggests that we are soon going to complete a series of wave 3s, and wave 3 in terms of Elliott waves is usually quite a strong wave. So this is one reason for why I opened a long position right in here. The second reason, well, okay, in like very short term I was like, we may have a double bottom structure, and this is usually a good sign suggesting maybe the downtrend has changed and we are having a, starting from here, an uptrend, a series of higher highs and higher lows. Another reason for why I opened a very small long position here was this. You see, on a higher degree, I told you earlier in the video, either this is an ABC zigzag or maybe a 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure, which in both scenarios we can kind of comfortably say that in ICP we are at least going to get this move on the upside. Now There is also another very important reason for why I opened a long in here, and it's this. In H4 time frame, let's go on H4. Okay, you see, let's zoom in more. There we go. When this move on the downside right in here happened, it was a bit too fast, and as a result of it, somewhere around the $5.9 area, again in H4, we created a very clear gap, and I do think gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So again, for me, since I think this might be a bit of a bullish setup, makes sense to think in this phase up, we are going to go and fill this gap. So this was another very important reason for why I opened a long in here. By the way, I actually forgot to tell you, my stop loss for my position is under the lowest low down here, about $4.2. Let's say around $4.1. So that means I have basically about a 60 cents stop loss. And my target, like I told you earlier, is somewhere around the 5.9 to about the $6.1 region, which is at the same time around this important area of supply. So if you do the math, basically I have a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 2. And for me, this is actually okay. It's not great, I admit it, but it's not really bad either. A 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, from my point of view, does kind of make sense. Now, here is my final reason for why I think we may see a move on the upside in the short term. Let's go on ICP's chart versus Bitcoin. Excuse me, this is ICP USD, ICP BTC. There we go. Let's go on Binance's one. Okay, what is happening in terms of indicators? Let's go on daily time frame. Okay, as you can see, in RSI recently we were somewhere around the oversold region, so this to me suggests that bears are actually exhausted and soon we may see a move on the upside, and this kind of gets confirmed when in MACD in here we get a buy signal. And also let's just do this. Okay, what do we have in MACD? This is a low, the other one is a higher low, and also in momentum the same situation is going on. However, on the live chart we are having a low, the other one is a lower low. So basically in daily time frame in MACD, between EMAs and also momentum, we are having a beautiful bullish divergence. And here is another reason to be optimistic. This divergence in H4 time frame is actually a bit more visible. This is a low, this is a higher low, but on the live chart we are having a low, the other one is clearly a lower low. And also if I just zoom in more, excuse me, what just happened? Okay, you see, even between the last short-term lows we are having a bullish divergence, this time in RSI. So to me this suggests in the short term, assuming that Bitcoin wants to go up a little bit, ICP might also go up, but it's going to outperform BTC. So that's why I was comfortable taking a very small long position around the $4.7 area in order to just keep me paying a bit more attention to ICP's chart in the short term. To me, this is very important, and it's not just because I opened a position in here. No, it's because the next move, if it's going to be a very strong one, is going to determine whether the final low is already in or not. That's kind of the main reason for why at the moment I'm paying attention to what is happening in ICP a bit more than before. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's update. In ICP, I have 3 different scenarios. 2 of them suggest that we're gonna have at least another move on the upside. The other one suggests from the current point we're gonna get a move down. Which scenario is going to happen? We cannot say anything for sure. There is no certainty in any market, but from my point of view, right around the current area made perfect sense to open a very small long position. My stop loss is under the lowest low down here, about $4.2, let's say $4.1, which means I have about a 60 cents stop loss, and my target is somewhere around the $5.9 to $6 region, which is at the same time a very important H4 time frame gap that was created as a result of this move down being a bit too strong. And if I believe we're going to get a move on the upside, well, okay, makes perfect sense to say that we're going to fill this gap, because again, I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So let's hope for this move up to happen in ICP, and then we will make new updates and see where we go from there. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Internet Computer's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.